Rob Liefeld in 2000 was hit by a car, and we got to chat about this. A couple weeks ago and last week, we've been reporting on this like conversation that's happening on Twitter, just arguments happening between Rob Liefeld and Terrific Comics, who owns the rights to Youngblood. Doesn't really matter. But what happened was there was a rumor that was started that Rob Liefeld was accidentally hit by his own car. Have you ever heard this story,
And then
Ryan?
what recently? Like a self-driving car? Like a
No.
Tesla thing?
No, it was like a joke. Like, it's kind of like
I have not heard this.
like he was like an idiot or something. Like this guy like left his car running and he hit himself with his own car. Like how dumb can he be? It was like in that context. And that was a rumor that went around. And Rob, it came back up again with all this like Twitter fighting happening. And he elaborated on what exactly happened, and we got to get into it because it's kind of nuts.
You know, there's certain moments in your life where something happens that you look back and you remember that moment when you gained appreciation for something. I can look back and remember the very day that I gained a little more respect for Rob Liefeld after this story.
Right?
Because the story goes, he's going to Blockbuster. Now, for those of you who are so young and you don't know what a Blockbuster is, okay, you used to have to go into a store and actually pick out your own movie by hand.
Off the wall.
No digital screen, no crane machine grabbing it for you, nothing like that, okay? And you would have to, and it came in a cassette form.
Right.
All right? And you rented it, and you had to return it in a timely fashion, or you will be fined.
You either go into the store, or there was a Dropbox on the outside of the store, kind of like a library.
And you got to make sure to rewind your movie, because you would be fined as well for not winding it.
But this is in 2000, so I'm assuming this is like DVD stuff.
It's like the early times of
Yeah.
DVDs, but VHS was still
So
big thing.
I want to imagine Rob is returning a VHS in this story.
Yes.
It was probably a DVD, but Rob gets out of his car, leaves it running, because he's trying to get it in time so he doesn't have to pay a little bit more money. We've all been
He's
there.
that close to the line. Like, I've got seconds to lose. I've got to hurry. Get to the. I can't even shut my car off or like lock it or anything.
I know. Bad move number one, but it happens, right?
Okay.
So what happens?
Yeah, so his car, he just leaves his car running because he's just jumping out to go at the Dropbox at the front door. Well, little does he know that when he turns around, someone is about to jack his car.
Yeah, like this woman gets into his car thinking that, there's a car left running. I'm going to steal
Been waiting
this.
my whole life for this. He's clearly going from just the car to the store. He's probably like, 10 feet away from the car? Like, if he parked right in front of the store?
From this tweet, it doesn't seem like she realized he was that close.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like she was maybe going to assume he was going to go into the store.
Okay, that makes sense.
But since he turned around so quickly, she freaked out and drove forward.
Into Rob. Into the Blockbuster. Pins him up against the wall. The glass breaks. People in Blockbuster freaking out. The employee of Blockbuster has to jump over the hood of the car and help get him off because he would potentially lose his legs.
The car was still running. You know, it's not like, I'm not saying it was necessarily in drive, but it was still on, and he was, like you said, pinned. So he was concerned his legs were going to break at that point. So luckily, I don't know, just by a miracle, he survived.
Yeah, someone said, thank the Lord. And he's like, yeah, there was something supernatural at play here because it was
I've
a
not heard
big
any
deal.
of this before.
I hadn't either, but you know what? It definitely humanizes him. You know, he's this huge creator, and you think, oh, dang, like that could have been it. You know?
Stephen King got hit by a car too, right around that same time.
He did.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's connected. Probably not.
Probably not, but
No.
interesting story nonetheless. And I'm glad that he shared this story with us because I would hate to have a rumor be circulating that this guy did something really dumb when he didn't. He was actually a victim in this situation.
Yeah, just imagine just doing a day-to-day task and all of a sudden getting hit by a vehicle. I mean, it's like that could happen to anyone. At
Someone
any
else
moment.
driving your own vehicle, like directly into you. That's
Right.
horrifying.
Absolutely.
And being late on your return for your movie.
Even worse. I hope they give him some store credit or something after that whole experience.
Store credit.
There you go. 3 free rentals.